I think we need to talk about the Cowboys and their future because losing that 49ers game, I wasn't completely able to watch every part of that game. I'll be completely honest. I was able to watch key drives and very specifically the first quarter. I remember a ton because I was at work. First thing I noticed was what a masterclass by Kyle Shanahan and what was the best choice for them, and knowing that his offense not being limited, I would say, but not being super explosive. I feel like the Niners aren't a team built to come back or to go down by 15, 16 points and be able to come back easily, you know? And they put out a game plan and they executed it perfectly. They were going to have to be just good enough on offense, and that includes field goals, that includes 4th and 1, taking your points, and keeping the Cowboys just enough far away to a point where on offense they were always trying to catch up even from the very start, including not having a ton of opportunities to come back. The 49ers, their game plan mainly was keeping the ball out of Dak Prescott's hands or keeping it out of this ground and pound offense from the Cowboys and making sure they had to be like practically perfect in order to keep up with what the Niners were trying to do. With the Niners always trying to inch and make that lead longer and even more harder to surpass, the Cowboys, they weren't up to the task. They had to be perfect. They couldn't afford that 3rd and 5 penalty that makes it 3rd and 15. They couldn't afford the penalties that they were known to do. Trayvon Diggs showed that even though Jimmy overthrew, I think it was a wide open Brandon Ayuk, Trayvon Diggs is not a lockdown corner. He most likely next year he's going to have 2, 3, maybe 4 picks, and those are going to be great. But at the same time, when you're in a division with Taylor Heineke, Daniel Jones, Mike Glennon, Jalen Hurts, I wouldn't be surprised if you got like 7, 9 picks every year, because this Cowboys team just feels like missed opportunity, and at some point we need to put the blame on these players, including Mike McCarthy. They're being limited by their head coach. This was a masterclass by Kyle Shanahan. I'll say it again. While we watch Mike McCarthy struggle to make what seems to be normal decisions by, well, let's say he was in his basement learning the ways of the master of modern football, and yet he can't make comprehensive, timely decisions. Say what you want about that last play. I'm just going to get this out of the way. Say what you want. A QB draw with 16 seconds left isn't the best call there. It's not. It's the call that you want to trick the defense into thinking was they're not going to run it. There's no way. There's not enough time. And you took that risk at the worst. That's a risk you take at week 8. That's a risk you take throughout the regular season. See if your team can do that. That's not a risk you take with the playoffs on the line. You have so many wide receiver talent. You have Tony Pollard out of the backfield. You have Schultz as a tight end who has played great all season. I don't understand why running it up the middle with Dak Prescott was the best course of action. It doesn't make sense to me. In theory, you're trying to trick the defense, but in reality, it's not worth the risk. You lose every chance. A pass play could take 6 seconds, a quick out route, things like that. It's not like the Niners secondary is that fantastic. If anything, their strength is the front 7, which you are going directly into the teeth to. And yes, he got plenty and tons of yards. I will give him credit. But at the end of the day, why is that being the play called? I'm not even a Dallas Cowboys fan and I'm mad. Not at the refs. I'm mad at Mike McCarthy. I'm mad that Dak Prescott isn't as good as many have hoped. If I'm Jerry Jones and I'm desperate, I throw every first pick for the next 6 years at Russell Wilson. Hot take, I would take Derek Carr over Dak Prescott right now. There's something about that AT&T Stadium that has cursed the Cowboys. I have watched them get absolutely obliterated by teams not from the NFC East. The Raiders did it. I watched Aaron Rodgers do it year to year. I watched just today them get absolutely embarrassed at home, and the fans showed why they are the worst fans in the NFL. You throw things at your own players. Why can't the Cowboys just be happy they made the playoffs? You lost in a heartbreaker. So what? That happens. At least you didn't get blown out by the like the Patriots did a night ago. Instead, you throw at these players who have given you so much entertainment, things to talk about instead of your boring life, and yet you throw beers and trash at him. A player has to block it with his own helmet. You are a scummy person of the earth if you think throwing trash at these players is the right course of action for something that wasn't even their fault. Sorry, I just needed to get that out there because that pisses me off. The same goes for Tennessee fans. The mustard block. Sorry. Getting off track. Stupid. What's next for the Cowboys? That's what we got to look at because it's like the Colts, man. It's like the Broncos, but the Broncos, at least we know they don't have a good quarterback and they don't have a viable head coach. Man, if I'm the Cowboys, I go get Jim Harbaugh. Maybe, like, you don't get the opportunity to have a defensive player of the year with almost two players. Trayvon Diggs deserve to be in the conversation, but people are going to put him in there just because of the picks. Micah Parsons played probably one of the best rookie seasons you're ever going to see, and you're going to need him to do it again. You're going to need Trayvon Diggs to go and get 11 picks. You're going to probably need to go pick up a couple safeties and a corner. They don't have that great of run defense. I knew this team is not physical enough. Their front seven is not physical enough to make the Super Bowl, but they have the flash of CeeDee Lamb. Ezekiel Elliott should be gone by next year. There's so much talent on this team, but there's not enough substance. We watched the Chiefs just now. They were able to at least ground and pound from time to time. And I don't know if the Bills can, and that's why I'm shaky on my Super Bowl pick. But I'll tell you what, as you're watching this video, and it'll come out before Monday night, before the Rams and the Cardinals play, my playoffs are perfect right now. And I just want to feel good about that. Can I not feel good about that? Because I've hit every single pick almost to a T, except for the Steelers game, which I kind of was right. I'm not going to gloat about that one. I was right. I thought it was going to be close for a little bit, and then the Chiefs pull away. And it was close for a little bit until the Chiefs did pull away. The only one that I was really off was the Patriots game being a blowout, and I picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. Like, I don't think I could have hit it more on the head. And now I'm going to choke it now, and the Cardinals are going to move on next week. I just think that's because I felt happiness. My apologies for that. My battery did die. I think the Cardinals could ruin my entire bracket. I'm getting sidetracked. The Cowboys, man, that's just disappointing. You can't lose that game. That is just, you're at home against a limited quarterback. You have one of the best pass rushers in the NFL right now as a rookie. Well, Cowboys are gonna Cowboys, I guess. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go get new batteries for my camera. But have a wonderful day, and let me know where your team is right now. Are they on the couch or are they moving on? Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.